Before we start the video, I want you to subscribe to the best Telegram channel at the first link in the description, where we show our earnings on cryptocurrencies, and not only. Our capital that we manage is more than $3 million. Thanks for subscribing. Also in the description is a links to verified exchangers when you register, on which you get a welcome bonus from me. Let's get to the video. Just a month ago, every corner of the internet was actively discussing how Elon Musk bought the Twitter company. First of all, this news was a great springboard for Elon Musk's favorite, Dogecoin. After all, it is impossible to forget that crazy 170% pump. After Musk's purchase, all the Dogecoin investors were over the moon. Nevertheless, it would be foolish, naive to think that Musk will give $44 billion. That's for capitalization of Doge, especially for some meme coin and blue tick for $8. Indeed, judging by Elon's recent actions, one can understand that the main purpose of the acquisition of Twitter, of course, was not Dogecoin, and certainly not freedom of speech, but political influence, which, gradually, Elon Musk begins to show us. After all, when you have, in fact, a private platform with an active audience of over 30 million people, it's much easier to promote any ideas to the masses. And things like the active campaigning to vote Republican and the recent unblocking of the Trump account makes you think that Musk is clearly preparing for a political seat, perhaps even the presidency of the USA. So in today's video, we'll break it down. Why is Twitter turning into political propaganda? Why is Elon Musk actively supporting Republicans? Why was Trump's account unblocked? And how will Elon Musk's political influence affect the cryptocurrency market? Hello all friends, you are on the Cryptanic channel. We are grateful to each of your likes and subscriptions, because your support greatly influences the release of new interesting videos. That's why we have a little surprise for you. After the crash of FTX, we have been actively monitoring the movement of many popular coins, analyzing them, looking through the statistics, and we already made for you video, top of the most promising cryptocurrencies of year 2022 and 23. In this top will be only those coins that have survived the FTX bankruptcy and are 100% profitable for you in the future. To get this video out much sooner, put as many likes as you can and subscribe to our Telegram channel, where we keep you updated with all the most current events from the crypto world 24/7. Thanks in advance to everyone, and here we go. Before we move into the present day, I'd like to start with a little backstory about how Musk, in all the years that he's been actively developing his business, he's worked with the United States government, specifically the Republican Party. We all know that Musk not only owns Twitter, but also companies like SpaceX and, of course, Tesla. They are fairly large companies with a turnover of $100 million, and it is not difficult to guess that it is impossible to export the same electric cars around the world without the scrutiny of the authorities. Elon has received active financing and support for Tesla from the U.S. since 2010. Ask why Tesla and not some Ford? The answer lies in green energy, which all countries love so much. After all, in their opinion, reducing CO2 emissions should solve all problems. So, due to the fact that Elon Musk cars drive on, in quotes, clean energy instead of harmful gasoline, the USA decided to allocate quite large amounts of money for the development of this Greenpeace sector. So we can see that Tesla and SpaceX have received over $7 million in government contracts and another $100 million in loans and other subsidies. And in recent years, Tesla, thanks to these loans, has sold electric cars worth at least $60 billion. And it was these sales, twice, that led to the company making a profit, not a loss. Accordingly, Elon Musk, and more specifically his companies, are very much dependent on the USA authorities. And it's not just related to financing, because, for example, not everyone can get permission to build a plant the size of 3 Pentagons, as Tesla did. Going back to these days, Elon Musk companies continue to get large government orders that bring in a significant portion of the revenue. Although, in reality, USA doesn't like Elon Musk much, and all that it does. But since Elon took over Twitter, things have changed in favor of the billionaire. In the last month, Elon Musk has turned Twitter's fanbase upside down. Democrats increasingly view the platform with disgust and distrust, but Republicans, after their victory, treat Twitter very differently. Since the October 27 takeover of Twitter became official, Musk has already managed to fire 1,000 employees, contractors, many top managers, make a fuss about a paid subscription for $8, and, of course, actively pump their favorite toy, Dogecoin, on which many managed to make money. But if you did not have time to do it, do not get upset. After all, in order to make a profit on the crypto market, you need only one thing: high-quality, professional analytics. And you can get it thanks to subscription, with the help of which Cryptanic analysts will provide you with detailed analysis of a variety of coins daily, on which you will earn. In the past week, subscribers have already received forecasts for a 20% growth in AXI, an 11% correction in Shiba Inu, a 10% drop in ADA, and other profitable analytics. So if you don't want to spend too much time analyzing the market, leave that to the professionals. And, as always, detailed information is available at the link in the description. So go ahead and earn with Cryptanic. What Musk is doing now with Twitter has resulted in Twitter experiencing the most significant monthly shift in opinion among Democrats USA. This can be tracked with charts like this one, which show how in 22 years alone, net sympathy for Twitter among Democrats has dropped by 3%, but it's rising among Republicans. Also, a recent report on expectations of corporate leaders looked at fans and so-called hater Musk. The poll, in late September, showed that 64% of Republicans had a favorable view of Musk, compared to 37% of Democrats. Now, public, outspoken endorsements of Republican positions and candidates, such as the recent campaign to vote for the Republican Party, will affect other brands Musk runs. And this little campaign tweet has had a positive impact on Musk companies. In fact, trust in Tesla among Republicans went up by about 4%, but among Democrats, it naturally dropped as much as 20%. This positive attitude from Republicans looks like a gratitude for active support in the election, which allowed the right to take the victory. In general, Twitter has become a good political weapon for Elon Musk this month. In fact, a week ago, Musk published a poll to his followers about whether they wanted the Trump account reinstated. After a slim majority of users voted in favor, Musk reactivated the Trump account and tweeted, "People have spoken, Trump will be reinstated." And, to top it off, added in Latin, "The voice of the people is the voice of God." But it's important not just to watch the results of Trump's renewal, but then how Musk presented it to the people. Remember, on Jan 6, Twitter decided to permanently block Trump because it believed the risk of further incitement to violence after storming the Capitol was too high. Musk did not take into account the criteria for inciting violence in his public comments about restoring Trump. It was as if he had forgotten why he was blocked in the first place. All Musk did was simply gloss over the issue of violence and make this poll, the results of which everyone already knew. In Musk's poll, only a small fraction of Twitter users voted, and some didn't know about it at all. Because Musk understood the political opinions of his followers, he guessed what the outcome of the vote would be. Of course, unblocking Trump wouldn't have mattered if not for his announcement about running for president of the United States. And having the humble Elon Musk at your fingertips, with a tool like Twitter, greatly increases your chances of winning future elections. Some will say that Trump, after all, has given up his account and doesn't need it at all. But it's not about whether he needs it or not. It's about the kind of sentiment Musk is helping with, specifically the Republicans that Donald Trump belongs to. There are other signs that Musk is trying to make Twitter the home of the right. For example, the same tweet supporting Republicans in the election was a startling move for the new CEO, who, remember, promised to leave free speech. Of course, Musk is allowed to express his views, but his instant partisan intervention also raised the question of whether he would use his power over Twitter's algorithms and moderation in favor of the political sentiment he uses to his advantage. I think it's likely that he will, And another interesting observation is that Musk, all the time, publicly interacts with extreme right-wing guys and seems to be trying to get some kind of support from them. If Elon is, as he said before, focused on humanity, wouldn't he be more interested in listening to people from all sorts of political backgrounds? In fact, there is no evidence that Musk is considering Twitter in order to completely change society, achieve free speech, and so on. More likely, Musk simply wants to increase its political fan base, to impose its opinions on as many users as possible, and to expand its influence accordingly. Musk's game is becoming more and more obvious, and his interests in this game are also obvious. As the richest man on Earth, he has a direct interest in strengthening the power of the right. He shares the Republican Party's hostility to the Democrats and supports all ideas that will help to grow his business. As one reporter wrote on Twitter, nothing in the world is less surprising and easier to understand than a right-wing billionaire who buys a media company and immediately tries to use it to further his ideological agenda and class interests, which I would certainly agree with. Well, now that you understand which side Musk is playing for, it would be obvious to ask, how will this affect the crypto market? First of all, you and I know very well how Elon feels about cryptocurrency, and especially about Dogecoin. And we've seen Musk pump Doge more than once with his tweets, draining Bitcoin when he said that Tesla was selling all its coins, and more. So, after doing this kind of work, in the form of helping Republicans win, Musk is 100% not without financial and moral gratitude from right-wing politicians. Now Elon has his hands completely free. He has a private Twitter, a roof over his head from the Republicans led by Trump, and faith in cryptocurrency. Such an arsenal allows Musk to do whatever he wants, and not even think about the fact that some Democrat Biden slap his hands and get another suit in court. After all, now he has so-called political immunity, with the help of which it will be much easier to influence the market, and moreover, the cryptocurrency. Particular attention should be paid to those coins, which Musk repeatedly mentioned in his Twitter. These are Bitcoin, Ethereum, and Dogecoin. Probably, in the future, Musk will have a big impact on them. We have had these coins in our portfolio for a long time, and we certainly advise that you should have them as well. After all, as Musk said, you need to wait out the crypto winter, and, as practice shows, Musk just doesn't say anything. Also, political immunity may lead to one fine day we will see Elon tweeting, not Doge to the moon, but Musk to the politician. And given Elon Musk's strong support, it's very realistic to see him as the new president of the USA. So, my advice to you is to keep a close eye on such a personality as Elon Musk, because as practice shows, just one tweet from him can make you a millionaire. And in order not to miss important news related to Elon Musk, be sure to subscribe to our Telegram channel and write in the comments. Do you think Elon Musk will be the new president of USA or not? Thanks for watching, everyone. See you in the next video. Bye.